Here we have a Nintendo Switch motherboard that came in for repair. Let's read what the customer wrote without wasting any time. The customer said, Nintendo Switch not charging motherboard. That's all what the customer said. Motherboard or Nintendo Switch not charging. Look at this. No kidding, the motherboard is not charging. Look at this mess. The Hiroshima of all Hiroshimas. Look at this mess. Customer did not mention anything about what was done to that board, about a failed repair attempt, about all the mess that's on the board. Just simply the board is not charging. I like simple, I like short, but what is this? Are you kidding me? Look at this Flux. I keep talking about Amtech Flux, about original Amtech Flux, and then you have somebody using Flux like this. I honestly do not know where to start. Maybe that's not the only Hiroshima on the board. The connector looks factory to me, but still. Look at all the residue of flux that's on the connector.
Hey guys.
Let's flip the board. Mailman just picked up your orders and devices. The whole board is coated with this flux. Look at that nice bridge, Brooklyn Bridge. Look at this. Start by removing this bridge here. Let's get rid of the glare. We're gonna use the NorthridgeFix anti-glare light. If you're in the same type of business or you are doing this as a hobby, you can purchase all your tools from NorthridgeFix.com, including this amazing microscope, articulating arm, ring light, anti-glare light, soldering station, hot air station, original Inventec Amtech Flux. We are a distributor of the Flux, braid wake tweezers, everything, whatever you need. You can purchase everything from one site. We carry and sell all the tools. Add to cart, checkout, pay, and we almost always ship out same day. NorthridgeFix.com. If you have ordered from us before, you know how fast we ship. Now that we fixed this mess and restored the lines, let's take a look at a donor and see what's going on. We have a donor board right here, and it looks like we need to restore 4 components: 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can start with this one here. Alright, so we restored 4 components. One thing I want to show you quick, in case somebody is confused. This connects with this and connects with this. Those are bypass capacitors. One side connected to ground and the other side is connected to the IC, to the chip. I just want to get rid of some of the access in the middle. And just like that. Now we're going to replace the chip and hope for the best. The customer only mailed over the motherboard, but we can still find out if that board is working by looking at the charging station. We restored the lines, restored 4 components, soldered a chip, and now all we have to do is test. Now what I want to do is try the board and see, is the board gonna switch from 12 volts to 9 volts based on this charging station that we have here? If yes, then the board is working. All right, and 1, 2, and 3. We have 12 volts at 0.6 amps. I'm just waiting for the board to switch. The board is stuck at 12 volts, 0.6 amps. That's not good. Let me try another battery quick. I mean, 12 volts, 0.6 amps can be a lot of things. All right, so I'm seeing a charge of 12 volts, 0.6 amps. Since we do have 12 volts at 0.6 amps, that tells me that the charging port is good. That tells me that our BQ chip is good. M92 we replaced, no problem. That's a brand new M92 chip. Let's measure. We do not have a short. We do not have a short. We do not have a short. And we're gonna measure. Oh, we have a short circuit here. 0.03 voltage drop. Let me go to ohms mode. Yeah, we have like a 3 ohm reading here. That should not be the case. If we get the donor board and we measure here, we have a reading of 370 kilo ohms, not 3 ohms. So a short here on this capacitor is likely an issue with the P13 chip that's on back of the board, this one here. Let's take a look at the customer's P13 chip, and we're gonna measure at this capacitor here to see if we have a short circuit. And we do have a short. Let me go to diode mode. See, we do have a short. 101 issues with this board. We're gonna remove the chip and check for a short again. Before we check for a short, let's apply solder while that board is still hot. Now we're gonna check for a short again. Do we still have a short here? And we do. We still have a short. Now we have to take a step back and go back to the M92 chip. That's what we have to do. I mean, the soldering on this chip is perfect. Let me measure for a short again. We have a short. What's going on? Let me remove this component quick. Just flew to the 9th dimension. That's okay. We have 6 million donor parts in the shop here. That's not a problem. But just goes to show you that this board want to play games. I understand it's a gaming board, but it's not the time. Now, if we still have a short, it means the chip itself is shorting out somehow. We're gonna have to remove it. Yeah, we still have a short. We're gonna have to remove that chip. What can you do? Something is shorting out. Something is shorting out. What is shorting out? What is possibly shorting out? Unless the problem is not coming from the chip, because this line connects directly with the chip. So we have ground here, and we have a short right here. Now I do not know where this pad connects to. Where does this pad connect to? Now, is it possible that we have a problem with the charging port? Because the charging port does connect. It has direct communication with that chip. Looks good. Since we do not know where that pad connects to, what I'm going to do is inject voltage, and we're gonna monitor the board under a thermal camera and see what gets hot on the board. That way we can narrow it down. Then we can resolder the P13 chip, the M92 chip, replace that capacitor that escaped to the 9th dimension. Board is not charging. So easy. It would have been easy if it was not tampered with. But what can you do? I can sit and complain all day long, and nothing is gonna change. We have to take action. And if that short, voltage injection tool is on. Now we're gonna inject voltage right at the shorted pin. And NF.short is beeping. What is getting hot? Okay, so it looks like the problem, the short is coming from the eMMC chip. Right here. Let me remove it quick. I removed that chip or that module from here, but I'm gonna check again. Maybe the problem is the Wi-Fi Bluetooth chip and not the eMMC chip, but heat was coming from here, and this sits over the Wi-Fi Bluetooth chip. With this removed, let's go ahead and check if we have a short circuit again. If not, then that's the problem. But eMMC chip means if we take it out, it's game over. The customer will lose whatever information he has on this board. Look at this, 0.43 voltage drop. The short is coming from that chip, right here. KLM BG2 JENB. We're gonna have to communicate with the customer, and we are done for this video. Rabbit hole, but what can you do? I got myself into it, and at least we have a video, right? At least you learned something. We're gonna end the video right here. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave it down in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.